Alright, so here we are today. I'm going to try this beer recipe kit. It's a light craft lager. It's made by, who's this made by? It says ABV will be 5.5%. It's quality, premium quality kits, craft level ingredients. Craft Brew is who makes this. So you can see here. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take everything out of here, and then I'm gonna start the boiling process. And then with that, I also have to clean and sterilize all my stuff that I've got some in the sink here too. And let's go about this and just see how it turns out. Okay, so here's what comes in the kit. You've got your specialty grains. Looks like barley mostly, I think. Yeah, pretty much. You got your sanitizer, you got yeast. I already had some sanitizer for the other stuff. And then you got your, what you do first, you got this bag here. And you have to put your grain into this bag. And after this gets hot and boiling, then you steep it. Now, I've got spring water, which is what they recommended. And it says pour as close to a gallon as you can get. Just checking here. And basically, of course, this is a gallon, so there you go. I don't have to sanitize this because, of course, it gets hot. And then you're going to have to cool this down afterwards. But you're going to lose some of this, so I bought 2 gallons of water, because I'll have to probably add some after I'm done with that. Then, of course, you turn it onto high and let it rip. In the meantime, what I'll do is take this and fill the grains in here. Once that gets boiling, you want to put all these grains and let it steep in there. And I think for about 20 minutes. And then you take it out. And then get the water back to boiling again, and you put in this malt extract, and you put it at low boil for about 60 minutes. Now at the beginning of that 60 minutes, you put in the bittering, this first bittering agent, and then at 10 minutes left in the boil, you put in, these are all hops right here, this bittering hops, and then the last one here, you put in 2 minutes left in the boil for aroma. So here we go. Let's get started. It looks like we're up to where we need to be. 50. Yep, we're there. 55. So I need to turn this down just a little bit. We want to maintain that temperature there for 20 minutes, and I'm going to stick this bag in there. It has all the grains in it. So we got like 35 seconds left on the time there. And as you can see, if you look into the pot, it has a nice beer color, actually. And the amazing thing is, it smells good. It has kind of that cereal grain smell to it. But I think we're good on that. Let's take that out. You don't want to squeeze the bag because then you get extra tannins in there that you don't want. So there's that. Let's get that out of the way. Yes, we know it's done. Now, I cleaned the spoon, sanitized the spoon and everything. And now what we're gonna do is use this dry, it's a Rice Pilsen light dried malt extract. And this is what goes in there. And then you get it up to a rolling boil. And rolling boil. Not a rolling boil, I'm sorry, just kind of a light boil. You don't want it to boil over at all. But this has to go in and it gets really foamy, so you gotta be careful. Stir, stir, stir the malt. And we're gonna let this lightly boil for 60 minutes. And as soon as I start the timer, I'm gonna add this first bittering hops to it, and then it goes for the whole 60 minutes. All right, there we go. Now, I'm gonna add this one to it. Ooh. It smells really good. That smells like beer for sure. Nice. Let's mix that in. And then after I get all this done here, I'll come back in 50 minutes because I have to add Mount Hood blend. It's the flavor for the beer. And then at the very end, 2 minutes, I add the aroma part of it. So, got this here. I got to pull off the heat. Looks pretty nasty right now, but it'll clear up when it sits. So it's gonna take it off the heat. Whoa, there we go. Take it off the heat. And then what I'm gonna do is I got this ice chest with a bunch of ice packs in it. And I'm gonna put the lid on that and let it sit in there till it cools down. Yeah. We're now at this part where we can successfully.
Babe, it looks like icky.
Oh, it's gonna look different when it's all done. But successfully pitch the yeast, and this comes with craft brew. And then I'm going to run tubing from from this with the airlock piece in there. I'm gonna run it into this filled with water because it's gonna go really crazy. It's gonna get really active.
Okay.
So
right now?
No, it won't.
Oh.
Right this second.
Right this second?
I do need to clean my fingers, so let me.
All right. Well, I'll pause this while you go do that.
I figured out that I didn't need to clean my finger because this has like a plug in it, so you can take it and you have to take it and shake it vigorously to get all that oxygen in there for the yeast. We're making it go crazy. So this is how you get the yeast activated.
Okay.
Shake it a bit.
Now shake it up, baby, now.
And I think that's probably good.
Twist and shout,
There's
baby.
a lot of air bubbles, and that's what you want.
Looks like a wash machine.
Look at that.
Look at all the grodies.
Oh no, that's what you want. Okay. Now there's a lot of floaters. There's going to be a lot. This float stuff is going to go down to the bottom. And then, yeah. Okay. So now, this is what I'm going to do with this. Let's go see this. And that's the leftover what I did today. So I'm going to put this cold water into this.
You made a mess in here.
I did. That's for me. Sorry.
Okay.
But I'm going to put cold water into this.
Okay.
And I just got to fill it for just a little bit. And then we'll take it back to the room and I'll show you what's going to happen here.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
We're going to the secret room.
The secret room.
Ooh, it's scary down the hall.
I mean, as many times as
There's
I
one little candle lighting the way.
did this. Okay, let me turn on the light here. This is the studio when we're not using it. Okay?
Yeah, look how boring it looks in here, guys. Yeah, I want to puke.
Alright, hang on.
What you got now?
Let me get this out of the way.
Look at all the crap you got.
Okay, this needs to go back here.
Mm-hmm. That's your secret stash?
Well, this is where I'm going to brew it. I'm going to cover it with actually a towel.
Okay. Oh, that was lovely.
Beer. To keep light off.
We were at the bar,
I got
people.
this jug here, and I'm making a.
You have a jugular?
I'm making jug here.
We all do.
I'm making a blow-by, and because the first couple of days this will be really active and just go to town. It should, it might. So I'm popping this out, that little, do you see this? Right here, this hole?
Sure.
And I'm gonna put this airlock in there. Now the thing about the airlock is, I've got the rest of this that I'll do in a couple of days after the blow-by stops. And I'll put that in there with water. But for now, I'm using this tubing, and I'm going to shove so dark back in here. If I can get in there. All right, I did this before. Hang on. That's it. And it's gonna sit, and then I'm gonna cover that up, of course. But for a couple days,
That's nasty, babe. I'm sorry.
I know. But it's gonna look good. Don't worry. Sure. For a couple days, this is going to bubble vigorously through there, and then I'm going to take it and put this bung airlock the airlock with water in it, and then that'll just bubble for a couple weeks, and then it'll be about done.
Okay.
It'll be a lot clearer than that when it's finished.
I hope so.
I know. I'm really excited here. Guess what? Bottling day has arrived. Yeah. All right, so I use that liquid there is all sterilizing liquid. It's that one-step sterilizing. Got everything sterilized here, ready to go. My next step is in this pot. Now that it's sterilized and cleaned, I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons of water, or tablespoons of sugar, I mean, and then about 1.5 cups or so of water. And I'm going to let it boil a little bit until it turns to like a simple syrup almost. And then once it cools down, I strain and add that beer. And then we start the bottle. What I'm gonna do here is I got it so you can see a little bit of this, but this pan I'm putting on the floor. All right, this has the syrup water in it. And then I'm gonna take this guy over here. Don't wanna stir it up too much. Take out that. We're done with that. Now we're gonna open this. Let me see. I haven't even tried to open this yet, so we'll see if it's hard to do. There we go, got it. Whew. That's sealed pretty good. Ooh, smells like beer. Okay, so now this here is the siphon tube, and I'm going to siphon all of this down into that pan and then stir it up and then bottle it. All right, so I had this spoon sanitized here. I'm just going to stir all the sugar water in with this beer, and it smells good. All that's left in here is the sediment and the yeast and all that stuff that's finally dead and gone. But this smells really good, so hopefully it tastes as good as it smells. So the last stage of the game here is to put the bottle caps on, and just take it like that over top and push down. And then I saved myself a little bit to taste. So if you see over here like this, it made me 11 beers, not quite 12, but that's usually the case. You can never get the complete 12 pack out of 1 gallon when you're brewing. And I saved myself a little shot glass of it right here. It's a little cloudy. Smells like a lager or a pilsner. Let's see what it tastes like. That's pretty good. Now, I think as it sits, I'm sure as it sits, the taste will get much better. I can get some of the hops out of it it had 3 hops in it, as you remember. So, yeah. Right now it's a little sweet, but that there's going to ferment in the bottle for a bit and create carbonation, and it'll be much smoother. So, not bad for a brew. I'll try to do another one here in another couple weeks, before the weather gets too hot. All right, hey, thanks. The next time, this is gonna take another week here, okay? And tomorrow's Friday, and we do our happy hour show on Friday. So not this Friday, but the following Friday. What's the date on that? I'll put the date on the description. On that happy hour show is when we're going to be tasting one of these beers. All right, cool, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.